Hello, welcome back. We have some research and alteration. We're at 6. That lets us do Soul Vortex on our Lestragonians with a gem. There's lots of nice stuff at 5 and 6. We'll keep going for 7 though and get Phoenix Pyre. Won't take too long, still doing 1,000 research. Abyssia has claimed the Throne of Bureaucracy. Is that one of the thrones that gives you Dominion Conflict bonus? That might be quite good for them, I can't remember. Saw Germon suiciding an Earth Gnome into Agartha. Saw Archocephaly's God going to Erythea again. We took Curtain Wall back off some Earth Gnomes. And we saw Erythea taking a province off some Barbs. Not the most interesting battles, but there they are. Events then, Phlegra. Our volcano finally blew up. So I think LA Phlegra just spends the whole game waiting for this to happen, so there it is. We now have the ability to recruit Lestragonians, and we lose the ability to recruit Cyclopes. So a bunch of unrest, lost a bunch of population, gained a magic site, and gained the first of the Gigantes. So I'll look at that in a second. Old Flood, we also got an Earth Gnome, fantastic. Curtain Wall. So I think this event is added in the balance mod we're running, but basically when the volcano blows up, one of the provinces adjacent to your cap allows you to keep recruiting Cyclope Smiths. So that's kind of what that's for. Scatly Swamps, we got 300 gold. Swillian Sea lost some income. Seaside Lake gained some income and some defense. And that's it for messages. So yeah, volcano's blown up, so can't recruit the Cyclope Smiths. Can recruit these big boys though. So 6 rec points, 600 gold. These are, basically super combatants out of the box. 88 hit points. Pretty nice stats. 18 magic resistance. They have Fire, Earth, and Death with a small pick. So they can do Phoenix Pyre, Soul Vortex, Iron Skin, you name it. They are Berserkers, got a bunch of resists, they got Fear, they're amphibious, they recuperate, they've got Siege bonus. They are unfortunately population killers and heretics, and also have a 5% chance of going insane. So, can't have everything. Not very good researchers, cause a lot of unrest, unsurroundable, combat caster. They also get, I think, 8 attacks per round. The Snake Tresses is 5 attacks. It also does weak poison, so pretty cool. We'll try to recruit as many of these as we can. They are very expensive and they take a while to come, but our capital fort does produce 3 rec points for commanders, I think, so every 2 turns. Not bad. We have this Oppressor Archon paid for though, so I've just stuck this guy on the end. We'll get him eventually though. We also get this guy for free, who comes with F4, E4. So pretty sick. Also generates 2 fire gems per month. So this guy's going to go over to our wasteland for now, and probably do some hidden in sands. That'll be his job for the time being. The mod we're running also puts this site adjacent to your cap, so we have a Cyclopean refuge where we can still recruit Cyclope Smiths if we want to. And some Nostalgialists as well. We like to throw boulders. Don't have a lab in this province though, so I'll have to do that if I want more Smiths. That's nice, I'm glad that's happened. You may notice we also have no gems at the moment. I have alchemized everything into Earth. I'll try and get up Earthblood Deepwell. Would be nice. Then we'll start making hammers and start making thug gear for, well, mostly for these guys now. That would be cool. Let's see if we can do that. We'll probably also attack a Gother at some point, I swear. Just give me a second. Besides that though, same as usual really. Gonna get another temple up in Whirlwind once the priest arrives. And I'm currently building a temple in Sea of Woe. We finished taking these water provinces, so most of this stuff is going to go back on land now. The rest of these guys can just hang out patrolling till we need them over here, I suppose. That'll be fine. And I'm still not doing any more forging or summoning or anything because, just saving all our gems at the moment. Next time we'll see what we can get away with forging each turn. I'm going to have to start making some hammers though first. That's going to be 15 earth gems each turn. But we'll start making some stuff. Gemwin is still sat here but isn't attacking us, so I'm going to move all of this stuff in Phlegra back towards Boarwoods now to hang out there. Need to remember to put defense here too. This is all pretty much the same. Yeah, things are still pretty much the same. But the big thing this turn is just trying to cast Earthblood Deepwell. And in 2 turns we can also start doing Hidden in Sand as well. We should have enough fire gems for that then. I think it's 55 now. Price has been changed a few times in this balance mod, yeah. 55. Maybe it always was 55, I'm not sure. Isn't it like 75 in the base game or something crazy? Well, either way. We make 26 per month, so that's, what, 52? That should be fine. We alchemize some stuff if need be. Besides that, not much to say. Searching Amphalia for nature. Searching Molten for earth. And I think that is it for turn 37. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Alright, put the clan music back on. So we cast Earthblood Deepwell successfully, and then Agartha also cast Earthblood Deepwell, and that dispelled our Earthblood Deepwell. So now we don't have Earthblood Deepwell. We spent 90 Earth Gems empowering, 80 Earth Gems casting. That's 170 Earth Gems for nothing. GG. Alright. Search for sites, didn't find any. Saw a battle in Laria. More Garth and Necromancers being suicided to turn into white mages. Event in Scatly Swamp, some unrest, and then an event in Shade Forest. Barbarian Horde unexpectedly attacked and pillaged. Which is where I was moving all my mages back, because they were heading back to the fort I moved them out of. Adjacent to Germon. So this is completely unscripted, because they were just moving around. Wasn't expecting a fight. And long story short, all the communion slaves died because I wasn't expecting to have a fight. So, you know, good turn. Great turn. Saw some dogs attacking Agartha as well. Fishmaster Sog has left us. Feels kind of bad, we've got no gems now. And no global. I mean, we've got Pyre, but you know, that's... Kinda needed Earth Gems. We need Lead Shields. We need... let's think. Belts of Strength, probably. Lead Shields, Lead Crowns would be nice. Firebrands need Earth as well. Need lots of Earth Gems to really gear these guys out nicely, I think. Kind of a shame. What have we got? Basically we've got Fire and Water. Can't do much with that. I feel like maybe I've played this wrong. I don't know. Get the feeling this is not the way I should have done it. But this is the position we're in now. The new strat for getting gems is going to be to just conquer somebody else. So, moving these guys back from Shade Forest back into Phlegra, so that we can put this army together. And then next turn, I'm just going to either attack, I don't know, one of our neighbours, possibly Utgard, maybe Agartha. Maybe Gemon if I'm feeling saucy. I don't know, maybe I'll load up a random number generator and just randomly decide who to attack. And we'll just march into somebody. And see how it goes. We'll make gems that way instead. Probably should have done that from the start. Especially when I saw that Utgard wasn't really standing up to our troops very well. Whatever. Let's do it now. So, this turn, pulling the army into Phlegra. Forest of the Lost is, you know, just ready and waiting. I'm doing a little bit of forging. Try and get some gear out for these guys that are going to start coming. And we'll also have enough fire gems to do Hidden in Sands next month, probably. I can alchemize a little bit of what we have left, why not? So I'm also forging a couple of items. Making an Evening Star, that's a decent weapon we can make with what we've got. So, it's not quite a firebrand, but it's still pretty good. It's Fire and Death as well, so it's a bit easier for us. Over here, I'm making an Ice Aegis. You know, if we end up attacking Utgard, might be a pretty decent shield. And let's just see, anything else I was doing? Evening Star, Ice Aegis. I think that's it. Research is still over 1,000. Still going to try and get Alteration 7. That's an important one, but we'll have that in 2 turns as well. And honestly, that's it for this turn. Just a sad turn. Gonna give this one more turn to see if this attacks us or not, or if it's just gonna sit here patrolling forever. And yeah, we'll attack somebody. Finally, on turn 39, we'll actually do something in this game. After failing to do anything for 40 turns. Alright, good stuff. Gonna leave that there. Let's turn 38. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Hello, welcome back. Search your sites, didn't find any. Lots of events then. Scatly swamps. Lately dogs have gone rabid and fled. A pack has now reappeared mixed with more sinister creatures. More attack events. Some gold in Forest of the Lost. Some gems in Ivanmore. We also got a Cloud Mage in Redbud Grove. Not too bad. Yeah, Scatly Swamps who got attacked by some dogs, but bounced off the Independence, thankfully. Well, the PD, rather. Lost some scouts, and that's about it. Here's the turn now. Our borders are still pretty packed. Still lots happening everywhere. I moved scouts onto Agartha's cap and Utgard's cap last turn. I can see what's there. Tons of stuff in Agartha and in Ionia, which is patrolling currently. Lots of stuff all through here. Utgard, by comparison, not a lot I can see. There are some indie stuff in here. The, what are they, Garnet Sorceresses? And the Griffin Riders. A couple of things in the throne. A couple of things I can see in the cap. So his big army is off somewhere, maybe fighting Midgard, I don't know. So I'm just going to bite the bullet and attack Utgard. Give us something to do. If we're lucky, we can roll them quickly, and then maybe push up and, I don't know, take some of this stuff and attack Abyssia as well, and go after, I don't know. Lots of places we could go. But yeah, our borders are still packed though, so I don't know. We could easily get attacked by Agartha or Erithea or Jomon at some point. But whatever, I've probably wasted too many turns in this game already. Can't really continue just being paralyzed. So we're going to have two main armies and also some raiders. First main army is the big one in Forest of the Lost. It's just going to head to Inuptia. It doesn't have any gems currently, because for some reason we don't have many gems at the moment. I don't know why. But it doesn't have any gems. I'm banking on being able to move gems to the army when it gets onto Utgard. So for the time being, it doesn't really do anything special. But if I move this army straight into Inuptia, it can immediately threaten Utgard's cap, so that's going to be pretty bad for them. So that army looks like this. We have lots of blocks of Cyclopes in the front, and some just behind, some really far behind, protecting our mages. Also got some random Wolf Tribe and some gelatinous cubes in the front. We have tons of Cyclops commanders that I never really had a chance to make any gear for. So they're mostly ungeared. Some of them have crossbows, a few have like a Frostbrand or whatever. Also got some nature mages, basically just doing vine arrows. We got some Cyclopes in here, I think just doing little buffs. And in the back we've got some big mages. There's also some crossbows here, of course. But we've got some big mages in this block. The Oppressor Archons. And then over here is a bunch of Communion Slaves. So these are all the Communion Slaves. Quite a lot of them. And they are supporting these guys as the Communion leaders. So hopefully this isn't too top heavy. But basically one of our Communion leaders has a jar, and he's doing flaming arrows. And then eventually I'll also have the other guys doing probably Mass Flight and Arrow Fend, and maybe Wind Guide as well. And that should be fine. One of our oppressors is dying of disease, unfortunately, but can't do much about that. We do at least have two other big leaders, and our prophet as well. So just going to move all of that into Inuptia. The Ictiids we have are going to move on to Tifia. See if they can put that under siege. We do have quite a lot of these guys. They're not too bad, right? They got like average stats, pretty much. Yeah, I mean, they're not too bad. They do have 17 hit points, which is surprisingly good. Some nets as well. We'll put that under siege. I've got these guys in Redbud, so we have another Nature Mage we just recruited, and the Cloud Mage we just got from the event, who came with some Springhawks, which is pretty cool. So they're going to move up to Ivanmore, where we got this free lab a while back. So I'm hoping that these guys will be able to pick up gems from this lab and move it to the big army. Hopefully on Utgard in one turn. We'll see if they can pull that off or not. It's not a huge deal unless we immediately get a retreating army coming to deal with us. because we don't need the gems until we storm boot God, I don't think. But it would be nice to be able to move gems straight to that army anyway. So we've also got those guys. In Broken Land, we should have a big thing coming out soon. Less Dragonian Tyrant. Give that some gear. And I also alchemized a few pearls into fire gems to do Hidden in Sands this turn. So we'll have a Hidden in Sands army here, plus a Less Dragonian Tyrant with some items in a couple of turns. Maybe next turn it can move straight there. Those guys can also help raid or help join an army. And then lastly down here there's a smaller army that's going to threaten the throne. So Utgard will have to either pull stuff into his cap to defend his cap against this, or move stuff into the throne to defend the throne against this. But he can't do both. Not very well anyway. So this isn't scripted currently, but it's a bit smaller. This army does have gems because there's no lab nearby to get gems to it easily. So this guy's just bringing a bunch of gems to give to people. And this guy is carrying a jar to a communion leader in a second. Yeah, but this army will also have a bunch of communion slaves, these guys, so quite a few again. And also the communion leaders, these guys, who are joining them. These smaller communion leaders are just going to head to Kunaral, because I don't want these guys in the battle. Because I don't want them just fatiguing out the communion slaves. I'd rather just keep the handful of more powerful mages as the communion leaders. So we're attacking from technically 4 points, depending how you look at it. But we'll just start moving in next turn. And knowing our luck, next turn will be the turn that we also get attacked by somebody else at the same time. But whatever, at least we're finally doing something in this game. We'll see. I think I did send a message to German asking them if they want to stay peaceful, and just didn't get a reply back, which is never a good sign. But whatever. I might not even end up uploading these videos because this series is so bad. But let's see if we can do something before we go anyway. Yeah, if we're lucky, Utgard has a bunch of gem generating sites in his lands and we'll take it all easily. He does have lots of mountains and caves and stuff. Maybe there's lots of earth gems in there. That would be nice. Anyway, that's basically the turn. Recruitment is still just basically communion slaves in each fort, I think. I think I've changed that in a while. We're getting temples up when I can, so there's a temple going down in Whirlwind, and a temple going down in Triton this turn. So that's pretty nice at least. Our Dominion is still awful. It's getting crushed by Abyssia still. And I think that's it for this turn. Not doing anything with gems other than Hidden in Sand, and giving them to armies. So that is turn 39. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.